Prince Naseem Hamed, a name synonymous with the sheer extravagance of 90s boxing, took the sport by storm. With his flamboyant style and a personality larger than life, he captivated audiences worldwide, becoming an icon of that era. Rising from humble beginnings in Sheffield, England, where he faced cultural and racial challenges, Hamed turned adversity into opportunity. At just 7 years old, he entered the gym of renowned trainer Brendan Engle, who recognized the spark in the wiry kid. Hamed's training prioritized discipline, creativity, and movement over brute strength, setting the stage for what would become a dazzling career. His debut in the professional sphere was nothing short of spectacular. This young boxer showcased lightning-fast reflexes and an unpredictable fighting style that left spectators breathless. Hamed revolutionized the concept of the fight as he seamlessly blended athleticism with showmanship. With flashy entrances, including somersaults and theatrical ring walks, every match became an event. However, behind the glitz lay a more complex narrative, a story of triumph, shocking controversies, and a tragic downfall. As he amassed titles and earned accolades, whispers of complacency and distractions began to follow him, leading to a turning point in his career. As he stands today, at the age of 50, almost unrecognizable from his fighting days, the question lingers: what drove this meteoric rise, and what ultimately led to his transformation into a shadow of his former self? The tale of Nasim Hamed is not just about victories inside the ring, but also the stark realities of life outside it, making it both compelling and cautionary. Early life and training. Born on February 12, 1974, in Sheffield, England, Nasim Hamed entered a world where he would face numerous challenges. He was the son of Yemeni immigrants, and growing up in a working-class neighborhood, he encountered both cultural and racial discrimination from a young age. Despite these hurdles, Hamed showed an unmistakable spark, a fiery determination that set him apart from his peers. Recognizing the obstacles his son might face, his father introduced him to boxing at the age of 7. This decision would prove pivotal, steering Hamed towards discipline and focus. Hamed began training at the gym of renowned trainer Brendan Engle. Initially, he wasn't a natural in the ring, being small for his age and lacking physical power. However, Engle saw something special in him, a raw confidence and fearlessness that could be cultivated into a unique fighting style. Engle employed unorthodox methods to develop Hamed's skills, prioritizing movement and agility over brute strength. He taught him to embrace his natural athleticism, leading to the creation of a fighting style that would defy conventional boxing norms. As Hamed trained, he began to master fluid techniques, switching stances, and dodging punches with acrobatic footwork, which allowed him to throw punches from unexpected angles. This innovative approach not only honed his skills, but transformed him from a fledgling fighter into a promising young prospect. By the time he completed his amateur career, he had an impressive record of 62-5, featuring 18 knockouts. Hamed's electrifying performances foreshadowed the flamboyant showman he would soon become, setting the stage for a career that would leave an indelible mark on the boxing world. Rise to stardom in unique style. Nasim Hamed's rise to stardom was nothing short of meteoric, as his unique style and captivating showmanship quickly set him apart in the boxing world. Bursting onto the scene in the early 90s, Hamed brought an unorthodox flair that turned every match into a spectacle. With his flashy entrances, often featuring somersaults and grand theatrics, he redefined what it meant to be a boxer. Fans were not just there to see a fight. They came to witness a performance, an event, where Hamed was the star. His fighting style complemented this persona. He could fluidly switch stances, dodge punches with acrobatic footwork, and deliver strikes from unexpected angles. This creativity and precision made him a nightmare for opponents, who often found themselves bewildered and overwhelmed in the ring. As his professional career took off, he quickly amassed an impressive record, showcasing his athleticism and knockout power. Hamed's confidence also radiated outside the ring, where he wasn't afraid to taunt his opponents, drawing in an audience eager for both competition and entertainment. With several title wins under his belt, he became a global icon, demonstrating that boxing could be as much about showmanship as it was about sport. By infusing his bouts with energy and anticipation, Nasim Hamed transformed himself into a household name, captivating audiences worldwide. His ability to combine artistry with athleticism created an extraordinary legacy, one that continues to inspire subsequent generations of boxers to embrace their unique styles and entertain fans, while proving that charisma can elevate a sport to unforgettable heights. Iconic fights and career milestones. Hamed's journey through boxing is marked by a series of iconic fights, each defining him as both a fighter and a showman. His professional debut on April 14, 1992, against Ricky Beard, ended with an explosive first-round knockout. This thrilling victory set the tone for a career filled with high-energy performances and show-stopping moments. Hamed quickly captivated audiences, turning every match into a spectacle. In 1994, he claimed his first title, the European Bantamweight Championship, against Vincenzo Belcastro, where his combination of speed and precision overwhelmed his opponent. Hamed's flashy entrances and charismatic persona made him a fan favorite. Even before he stepped into the ring, his skills and unique fighting style, which combined movement with creativity, allowed him to dominate his opponents effortlessly. By 1995, he gathered momentum with a successful title defense against Steve Robinson for the WBO Featherweight Championship. This fight showcased not only his boxing prowess, but also his ability to taunt and entertain. Hamed's victory over Robinson in Cardiff solidified his status as a top-tier boxer. The fight was a masterclass in Hamed's strategy, as he deftly maneuvered, landing punches from angles that left Robinson struggling to keep up. Each victory added to his legacy, earning him a reputation as one of the most exciting fighters of his era. In total, Hamed amassed impressive records, including a staggering 31 knockouts in 36 bouts. He had created a lasting impact on the sport, blending showmanship with athleticism, making him an unforgettable figure in boxing history. Controversies and downfall. Despite his rise to fame, Hamed's career was not without its controversies. Following his stunning win against Marco Antonio Barrera in 2001, where he was soundly defeated, the fallout was swift and severe. Fans were taken aback by his lack of discipline leading up to the fight, as rumors began to circulate about injuries and personal distractions. This defeat not only shattered his undefeated record, but it also exposed cracks in his once unshakable confidence. Many questioned whether his celebrity lifestyle had begun to overshadow his skills as a fighter. Reports suggested that Hamed had become complacent, neglecting his training in favor of fame and fortune, a fact that hampered his performance in the ring. His bravado turned into arrogance as he failed to seek redemption against Barrera, choosing instead to sidestep a rematch, much to the dismay of his followers, who viewed this as a sign of weakness. In the years that followed, the consequences of these choices began to haunt him. Legal issues, including a high-speed car crash, painted him in a negative light, emphasizing reckless behavior and adding to his growing tarnished reputation. The public backlash was intense, as many felt he had lost his way. Once celebrated as a national hero, he was now portrayed as reckless and out of touch. Images of Hamed, once the charismatic prince of boxing, facing legal troubles and struggling with weight gain, became a sobering reminder of the fleeting nature of fame. Ultimately, these controversies and the ensuing downfall have shaped Nasim Hamed's legacy, reminding fans of the fine line between greatness and the pitfalls of a life lived in the spotlight. Post-retirement decline and legal troubles. After hanging up his gloves at just 28 years old, Nasim Hamed's life took some unpredictable turns. Once celebrated as a boxing superstar, his post-retirement years were marked by significant challenges and controversy. The vibrant showman was suddenly thrust into the limelight for all the wrong reasons. His dramatic weight gain became a topic of public scrutiny, with fans expressing shock at how unrecognizable he had become. This physical transformation sparked discussions about his lifestyle choices and the possible health issues tied to them. Then came a series of legal troubles that further marred his reputation. In 2005, Hamed was involved in a high-speed car crash, driving his sleek, silver McLaren Mercedes at nearly 100 miles per hour down a narrow country road in Sheffield. Unfortunately, he collided head-on with another vehicle, leaving its driver, Daniel Ezekiel, seriously injured, with multiple broken bones and a long road to recovery ahead. Throughout the aftermath, Hamed was criticized for his reckless behavior, with many interpreting it as a reflection of his arrogance and disregard for consequences. His actions drew widespread condemnation, turning the once-beloved champion into a polarizing figure. In May 2006, he pleaded guilty to dangerous driving, which resulted in a 15-month prison sentence. Due to the leniency of the UK justice system, he served only 16 weeks before being released on probation. Nevertheless, this incident marked a significant fall from grace, transforming Hamed from a national icon into a figure associated with controversy, raising questions about his legacy and the qualities that had once made him exceptional. Legacy and life beyond the ring. Despite the many ups and downs that marked his career, Naseem Hamed's legacy in the boxing world is one that continues to resonate. After retiring at a young age, he faced numerous challenges that threatened to overshadow his achievements. His unorthodox approach and charismatic persona captivated fans, but ultimately, it was his impact on the sport that defined him. In the years following retirement, Hamed experienced a dramatic transformation, both personally and physically, which drew public attention. His weight gain and infrequent appearances fueled speculation about his well-being, and while he expressed contentment in his family life, many fans reflected on the vibrant showman they once knew. Hamed's story is a cautionary tale of fame's fleeting nature as he navigated life outside the ring, grappling with both public scrutiny and personal challenges, including legal issues that further complicated his legacy. Nevertheless, he was inducted into the International Boxing Hall of Fame in 2015, a recognition acknowledging his transformative impact on the featherweight division and boxing itself. In interviews, he has often lamented the current state of boxing, expressing disappointment in the lack of artistry and creativity among modern fighters, which shines a light on his passion for the sport. Even as he approached his 50s, Hamed reminisced about his glorious past, the laughter it brought to audiences, and how his career helped to inspire a generation of boxers and fans alike, reminding everyone that behind the spectacle, the heart of boxing is still about resilience, determination, and greatness. Naseem Hamed's journey through the world of boxing was, without a doubt, one filled with brilliance and complexity. From his early years, where he faced cultural obstacles and discrimination, to training under the watchful eye of Brendan Engle, Hamed's rise was meteoric. Captivating audiences with his flamboyant ring entrances and unorthodox fighting style, he quickly became a household name, capturing multiple titles and boasting an impressive record. However, his story is also one of caution, as the unpredictability of fame often leads to a steep decline. Following his loss to Marco Antonio Barrera, many wondered if Hamed would regain his former glory, but personal struggles and controversies came to the forefront. His post-retirement years were marred by legal troubles and a drastic transformation that shocked fans, highlighting how fame can quickly dissipate. Despite this, Hamed's induction into the Hall of Fame in 2015 solidified his place in boxing history, representing enduring talent and an unforgettable flair. Today, as he retreats into a quieter life with his family, his legacy serves as a reminder of both the highs and lows of athletic prowess. Hamed's love for the sport, his criticisms of contemporary boxing, and his reflections on his past portray a man who, though changed by time, remains deeply passionate about the art of boxing. Ultimately, Naseem Hamed remains not just a boxing champion, but a cultural icon whose life journey reflects the fleeting nature of fame, the impact of discipline, and the lasting power of a truly unique legacy in the ring.